thinking the same, then someone isn't thinking. George Patton. We're all the same and we think the same. We have become a world of uniform thinkers, and this is dangerous. We all think the same. We watch the same TV shows and movies. We read the same books and we listen to the same music. We are one world that is becoming identical everywhere. The world has become one due to globalization and new technologies such as the internet. As good as we all want to think globalization is good for the world, it has some depths. I've noticed how similar people are throughout the world since I was very little. When I would go to Europe and I would turn on the TV, I would see the same TV shows and the same music. When I would walk on the streets, I would see the same people wearing the same clothes. When I would go to the US, it was the same thing. I couldn't get it. So I lived in Venezuela and I thought, why are these countries copying us? If anything, Venezuela was copying them. And that was a simple sign of globalization, which has made the world a copy-paste world. We see what works in the US and we paste it in China. We see what works in Europe and we paste it in South America and so on. For instance, some highways in Venezuela were very interesting. So interesting that they look the same as the ones in the US and in Canada. At first, you would think, well, that's great. Yet, there was a little problem. Venezuela is a tropical country. When they built certain highways, they also included a huge gap between the roads that North American countries use to get rid of the snow. In Venezuela, there's a snow, and that small copy-paste mistake came with a big cost: the life of many people. Perhaps that was Venezuela's fault. And this copy-paste world isn't all bad. It's helped the developing world catch up quicker. Globalization is a great phenomenon, and I hope it keeps advancing. While developing countries can copy and paste from the developed world to speed up their progress and innovation, the developed world can just do that. And that concerns me because of the lack of new ideas. Globalization is about the spread of ideas, but not necessarily new and innovative ideas. How can we encourage the spread of new and groundbreaking ideas? By thinking differently. The ability to think differently is difficult. It takes work.